Hi, this is Kelly from paperbeadrollers.com, and today I'm excited to bring you my latest invention, paper bead flowers. That's right, they are flowers that you make just like you make paper beads. Let's get started and I'll show you how to do it.
That's right, paper bead flowers. These are flowers that you roll just like you roll a paper bead. In fact, they are pretty much just a bead with a flower sticking out the top. My goal for these flowers was to keep them to one strip of paper and quick and easy to make. Right now, the flowers come in 5 different designs available in pre-cut kits or digital download files for any cutting machine that will use SVG files. I do include a PDF version if you'd like to try printing and cutting these out by hand, but for some designs, that is a lot of fussy cutting. I just want to be fair and warn you that it might be more hand cutting work than it's worth. Unless you have a ton of patience and a strong cutting hand, the pre-cut strips could be a better option. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick look at the process for making these flowers, while each style of flower will have a detailed video of its own. In fact, each of the flower styles can be tweaked as you make them to have different looks, so you get several flower types in one. Each style of flower comes on a paper strip, just like any normal paper bead. I'll use flower A to demonstrate the process. You can use any size roller with these, but I'm going to use my red paper bead roller from paperbeadrollers.com. The red roller is slightly larger than the stem wire I'm using, so it will allow space for the hot glue inside the bead without being too large around the stem. Slide the flower strip into the slot on your paper bead roller. It's very important to keep the tip of the paper bead roller below the top of the strip. If the metal piece goes too high, it will cause your petals to rip. Normally, when you roll a paper bead, you keep the tension pretty tight as you roll. Now for these flowers, you can loosen your tension a bit to position the petals how you want them. This is how each flower comes out looking unique. You can make the petals come out in different spots. I'm going to pull this off of my roller, and before I glue it, I can adjust the petal position just a little bit if I keep the bead loose in my hand. There we go. That's perfect. Now I can glue my end down just like we normally do with paper beads. And so what you have here is a paper bead at the bottom with the petals coming out the top of the bead. From this point, you can decorate the flower, put on a stem and leaves, and just create whatever you'd like with them. Let's talk about glazing for a moment. I tried various glazing methods on these flowers, but in the end, I came to the conclusion that these really don't need to be glazed. Since they aren't being worn as jewelry and they won't be against the skin, they don't really need that layer of protection. However, if you do want to glaze them, I will give you some recommendations. In my experiments, the spray glaze works best. The Krylon low odor matte or gloss worked very well for me. Now the gloss worked much like any of the bead glazes I normally use, and after about 2 coats gave a very nice shine to the flower. The matte, however, surprised me. After 2 coats, it really didn't do anything in terms of leaving a protective coating, but it did leave what looked like a white frost on the paper, which actually made these flowers look even more like real flowers, in my opinion. So, there are some glazing options for you if you choose to glaze. Now that you know the basic process of making paper bead flowers, it's time to learn how to put each of the 5 flower designs together to make a beautiful arrangement. Click here for the video playlist that includes detailed instructions on each of the flower styles. I can't wait to see what you create. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, click this circle icon here before you go. See you next time.